So they will run away with your $50 if you send a deposit. And if you're watching this video, man, you're a piece of What's up, lords and ladies? Welcome back to another video on this channel. So in today's video, as you can read the title, I got scammed. Now, this whole video, even though it does suck, this whole video is meant to maybe help some of you guys out there not get scammed by people out there, as well as give you guys some tips on what to look for when purchasing animals. Now, quickly, I did finish part 5 to El Wilbur, so smash this thumbs up like button if you want to see part 5 of it. But in today's video, I'm going to tell you basically the story on how I got scammed. This all took place on Kijiji. If you guys don't know what Kijiji is, I don't know how to talk, but if you don't know what Kijiji is basically like Craigslist. Craigslist is like Kijiji. So if you're from Canada, if you're from United States, I guess you would understand. But anyone out there around the world, people post ads up there to sell products, to sell certain things. Usually the things are used. In this case, someone was selling a bearded dragon, stunning baby bearded dragon. It was nice and orange. I'll see if I could post the picture here. But what ended up happening was it sounded too good to be true. They were asking $250 for this bearded dragon. Now, to any of you guys out there, $250 sounds quite a bit pricey, but for me, I looked at this bearded dragon priceless. I would have paid double the price because I just can't find them anywhere here in Canada anyways. But what ended up happening was I was messaging back and forth, and you know, I've had so much good experience on Kijiji. I've been already purchasing animals. Now, usually I take the precautions of meeting them in public. You know, I always go and meet them at a Tim Hortons, at a McDonald's parking lot, somewhere where there's a bunch of people, maybe some cameras there, and somewhere where we both could feel safe. I don't like people coming to my house, and I don't like going to people's houses. But, you know, so all of that, I always take the precaution, especially, you know, I always pay cash, sometimes e-transfer, but most of the times I would pay cash. But in this case, I guess I was already too excited with the move, as well as all of these other things, that I just wanted this bearded dragon, and I really wanted it, but I couldn't go get it right there and then. And the person did message me back saying, hey, there's other people interested. I could hold it for you for a deposit. Now, usually I don't like putting deposits for that particular reason. And that reason being, people run away with your money sometimes. And even though for me, you know, when I do sell an animal, I do accept deposits, but at the same time, I'm very honest. I have my, you know, YouTube page, my Instagram page on the ad. So if the ad, for whatever reason, it goes down, you could reach me out there, as well as I always give my phone number out. That way, if something does happen to the ad, it goes, you know, you could text me and I could take it from there. But in this case, you know, they asked for a deposit, and I was a little bit iffy because, you know, they didn't have any information. It did seem like they just made the page not too long ago. So it sounded too good to be true, and everything in me was saying, don't send this dude a deposit, but I ended up sending him a deposit. Now, the way that I know that they took my money is, so first, you know, they gave me all the information. They were very responsive, which it's pretty odd, but I was like, hey, you know, these people are probably nice people. I was like, okay, cool. They made me feel a little bit comfortable. They did send me a phone number, which I didn't text or call. Usually I do text them and I transfer over because Kijiji sometimes does glitch. So I was like, you know what? I feel like these people are legit. And I was so caught up with, you know, the move and wanting to finish part 5 of El Wilbur and my reptiles that I needed to feed. I really wanted this reptile, but I just didn't have the time to go over there and pick it up that day. So I told them, hey, could I pick it up tomorrow? I'll send you a deposit. That's where their mood changed. That's when they were like, oh, sure, yeah, send me a deposit. In fact, send me your whole mortgage. You know what? Send me everything that's in your bank account. Yeah. You know what? Like, I just raised the price on this bearded dragon. Now it's $2,000. Like, their mood completely changed. Like, they seemed a lot more pushy and wanting to go through this transaction. They were like, hey, yeah, right now there's someone who really wants it. If you really want it, you have to put a deposit now. Unfortunately, if you don't, I'm gonna sell it to someone else. And I was like, I need this bearded dragon. I need to put the deposit right now. So, you know, they did get me in that sweet spot where I'm busy doing other things. I'm not really thinking straight. That's probably the worst time to purchase something. And then someone hits you with, hey, I got an offer. Someone's gonna come pick it up tonight. But if you put a deposit since you messaged me first, I will hold it for you for tomorrow. And I was like, damn. It didn't give me enough time to process the whole entire thing. And I decided to go with it. Now, the way that I know that I got scammed is because it's been 2 weeks and I still haven't got a reply. Oh man, this guy just left me on red. So not only did he probably scam me of $50, who knows if he did it again with someone else, or he scammed me of $50 and he actually sold this animal to someone else for $250, if not more. Because if there is, I guess, someone offering money, he could be like, hey, you know, someone's offering me money right now, but if you want it for $300, I'll give it to you right now. Who knows what the conversation was with someone else, or if there even was another offer. But at the end of the day, I wasn't thinking straight, and I just sent the money in hopes that they will hold it for me and they will be honest on their end. And I put trust in a human being in 2020, and I got hurt. So at the end, it's just $50, but $50 could still do a lot. It could have bought like so much stuff, chancletas, and man, I'm thinking of all the things I could have bought with $50, and it makes me sad. In the heat of the moment, I wasn't thinking. You know, I was busy working, and in the heat of the moment, I wasn't thinking. I was busy making videos, and I was, you know, my mind is moving and stuff like that. So I wasn't really in the thinking mindset. I was more in that impulse kind of thing where I really wanted it. I seen it. The guy said, hey, send me a deposit. I sent it to him, and this dude ran away with my money. Now, it wasn't much. It was $50. Out of the $250, I only sent him $50, and he did run away, and I was like, wow. Like, were you really that desperate for $50 that you had to scam me? Like, man. So if you guys want to get rich, no, don't scam me, but oh my God, man. Now, like I said, thankfully, it was just $50, and even though $50 could have done a lot, I know now not to do it. Before I was always like, hey, you know, I could trust you. Yeah, you don't got an Instagram? Oh, yeah, it sounds a little bit sketchy. So in a way, yeah, I was a little bit dumb about, you know, taking that kind of approach to this purchase. But like I said, most of the times I'm pretty smart with everything that I bought. I barely, like, out of the, what, 15 years of me doing this with reptiles and being around them, I haven't got scammed once. This is the first time. It's I would say it's pretty good. Only $50. Okay, fine, I'll take the loss. But the reason for this video isn't for you guys to feel sorry for me. If you guys want to send me some super chat money, that would be, oh man, that would be so much appreciated. But no, it's not for me to make any type of, you know, you guys feel sorry for me in any kind of way, because it's just $50. Most of this video, or why I want to make this video, is because a lot of you guys out there are purchasing animals that are expensive, and you know, you guys are in the same boat as me, always excited and always wanting to get new reptiles, and there's scammers out there. So I'm gonna give you guys a few tips, that way you guys don't get scammed. Most of you already know, but trust me, I've heard some horror stories, you know, people spending a couple $1,000s and they get scammed. So the best thing you could do is take your precautions. So I'm gonna give you guys just a couple tips. That way, any of you guys out there looking to purchase animals online, especially during this time, you guys don't get scammed. I thought it would only be fair if I get Wilbur in the shot, because you guys always like seeing my bearded dragons. Okay, so the very first thing is know exactly where you're purchasing your animals. You know, Craigslist, Kijiji, all of these other sites that most people put up ads to sell things. you have to take your precautions, especially on those sites. It's known that there's people out there that want to do some sort of scam. I right now found one not too long ago. I don't want to put them on blast because I don't know exactly if it is a scam. Basically, I saw 2 ads that looked identical, 2 different names. One person was selling an animal that was, you know, nice, selling it for a reasonable price. The other person was selling it for a little bit more. Turns out that they seem very similar to the exact same ad. So there's already someone trying to scam someone else out of someone else's animal and try to upsell it, which is weird why they would do that. But like I said, I don't know if that's exactly what's going on. I did message both of them to find out, and I'll give you guys an update if I do get a reply. But it definitely is a scary world out there. There's people out there trying to make money, maybe especially during these times. So they will run away with your $50 if you send a deposit. And if you're watching this video, man, you're a piece of man, I think this is the first time I've ever like kind of swore in these videos. Like, man, if $50 could have bought me so much chancletas. Like I said, I purchase animals from these sites here and now and then, and I also sell some of my animals on here. But most of the times, to make the buyer more comfortable, I always put my information in the description, and it's really me selling the product or selling the things. So anyone out there who is purchasing animals or purchasing things off of these sites, you know, make sure you do your research. If the person has a legit, you know, Facebook page, Instagram, YouTube, all of these things to back it up, then most of the times it's pretty legit. It's kind of hard to, you know, fake all of that, as well as you could always message them being like, hey, could I message you on Instagram? You go over to Instagram and you guys are messaging there. Then it's pretty much to say, you know, it's legit. But like I said, there's people out there like those 2 accounts. That's kind of awkward. That's kind of weird. This person's selling it cheaper with, it seems like a legit name, Facebook and everything. The other person's selling it a lot more expensive and doesn't give any information about, you know, their Facebook or anything. So it did seem a little bit sketchy. I did message them to see what's going on here because I am interested in the animals. But like I said, the very first step that you need to do is make sure that you recognize and be aware when you're on these sites. Now, it's crazy that there is people out there trying to scam people. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I always try to pay cash. So if you guys do end up meeting somewhere in public, you do want to make sure that you're paying cash, because at the end of the day, if you do e-transfer, it could be fine. You know, nowadays that seems to be the transaction everyone's doing, especially during this pandemic. So you want to make sure that both of you are safe and everything. But if they're asking for a PayPal or something like that, where, you know, on PayPal, chances are they could try to ask for a refund, and sometimes PayPal gives it to them. That's where you have to, you know, maybe take your precautions, especially when you're on these sites. Some people out there, you know, I've heard stories where they actually ask for the money back and PayPal actually refunds them and they get to keep the product. So you definitely want to make sure that it's either e-transfer or cash. I prefer cash, but you know, e-transfer, I guess, works because of what's going on. So something I've always done in the past is ask for a phone number. That way I could text them instead of messaging on Kijiji or Craigslist, because those sites, you know, sometimes things lags, the ad goes off and then you lose it. So asking them for a phone number, I always, you know, make sure that I'm always texting them. Sometimes I might even give them a call just to, you know, verify or just to make sure and confirm a time. Definitely don't prolong it. You know, right now, fingers crossed, and I did it again, and I might shoot myself in the leg. I just basically bought an incubator. The person does seem legit. I did send them a deposit. It's like as if I didn't learn my lesson. But I did tell them to wait until next week. But these people were completely friendly. They completely understood. They said, hey, you don't have to send us the deposit. We'll put it on hold. Here's my phone number. They even gave me a call. So if I get scammed by these people, they could have my money. And if you're watching and you have my money, don't scam me. But yeah, like that made me feel a lot more comfortable making, you know, that transaction and allowing them to basically hold the product just one more week while I have everything finished. That way I can move in the incubator into the new space and not have it randomly in my house. So I really hope everything goes well with that transaction. Lately, like I said, everything's been going smoothly, but there's been a few, you know, things that have come across on Kijiji that I'm like, this is a scam, this is a scam. And then I get scammed. So hopefully all of you guys out there stay safe, especially during this holiday season. Who knows, it's different, everyone's indoors. Usually we're so used to going out, partying, doing fun things with our families, but it seems like everything now is gonna be closed in, a lot of online shopping, a lot of opportunities for people getting scammed, and I already got scammed, and hopefully you guys don't. There is other tips out there, but I'm sure a lot of you guys already know the precautions. I don't want to bore you with them. That's why I just got Wilbur here, but I do want to just put out a video saying thank you everyone for understanding and waiting for part 5 of El Wilbur. I finished it, so smash that thumbs up like button and don't get scammed. It's not the greatest feeling. I could have done so much stuff with $50, man. Like, I could have made it rain. Like, I could have got, like, what? $10 bills, American $1 bills, and just made it rain. Instead, now I basically just tossed out $50 down the drain. And hopefully that guy buys his girlfriend or something, like a nice gift, at least. So, with that being said, hopefully you guys learned a thing or two in this video. If you guys did, be sure to thumbs up, like this video. I'm Lord of Lion, keep the blood pumping, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.
You gotta hit that notification, hit that notification, hit that notification button, baby. You gotta hit that notification, hit that notification.